Hello, lovely people. I welcome you once again to Bright and Clara's channel. Thank you all for clicking. This is episode 9 on Project Dangee. Alright, so it's been a while. I've been running from one project to the other, and this time around I have to come back to my big sister's project, which is Project Dangee. It is one of a kind, and buckle up and let's see what we have done so far. I'll be taking you through episode 9, 10, and 11 to 12. Okay, we've done so much, so I'll be giving you continuously for the next, let's say, 1 week. You'll be seeing Project Dangee, okay, so that you get to know where we have gotten to. So this is a 3D, okay. It was designed by Jonathan Tete. Contact the numbers on the screen. He's our architect, a renowned architect. Contact him so that he will be of great service to you. So back at site, okay. Now we've laid out DPM, okay. As you know, if you watch episode 8, you will notice that we did the laterite filling, did the ramping, and all of that. And we laid out DPM. DPMs are very, very important lately, okay. So, and then after that, the plumber did his work, and now the steel facers are doing what we call the mesh. We are doing both mesh and ground beams at the same time. Why are we doing this? It's because of the location, the nature of the land. We need to protect the client, okay. So I will explain to details. If someone needs a borehole drilling, please contact my cousin, Mr. Jonathan Amwa. Mr. Jonathan Amwa is a specialized gentleman who has his degree in geophysics. Okay, so when he pinpoints that this area is the area for drilling, you will get water in large volumes. Okay, so contact him and let him do your borehole drilling for you. All right. So back at the side, as you're seeing, the DPM, the thickness of this DPM is 300 MU. Okay, you have to Google that and see 300 MU. That is a thickness, okay, with a high quality. There are fake ones in the market, okay, but make sure you're buying it from the right person. Okay, it's a 300 MU. The plumbing works done, the rain gutters shooting up, the first floor apartment, all the pipes for the washroom, the floor drains, the kitchen, the service line, all of that have been done, and then provided with the end caps. The white thing you see on top of the plumbing pipe, those are called the end caps. You understand? They have to be provided to avoid any foreign material from dropping into the pipe, to avoid any blockage. You can see them all over here. Okay, if anybody needs a solar system, please contact Mr. Emmanuel with the numbers on your screen. The company name is Switch Oasis Solar Energy. He's on IG. I mean, when I say IG, I mean he's on Instagram and on YouTube as well. Okay, go there, subscribe and follow the channel and see the various type of inverters, solar systems, solar panels, and even solar water heater system. He will come and install them and provide a great service for you. Okay, so contact Emmanuel on the numbers on your screen. Contact Emmanuel for that. Okay, so ground beams are very important. Likewise, mesh. In areas where we feel that the land is okay, strong enough, usually we provide a ground beam. As you can see, these are all ground beams, okay. But area where the land is soft, is a farmland that is being converted into real estate. There are certain areas that are soft, certain areas are hard. So areas that are soft, we need to provide a mesh. And mesh prevent the building from sinking in. Okay, it prevents the building from sinking in, and then also the ground beams prevent the building from cracking. Okay, when you build a house, it takes time for the building to settle down properly. Now, in doing so, it is not as though there is an earth tremor, because in our part of Africa, we don't have earthquake in Ghana. We have earth tremor. So all these are things that you need to factor into the foundation, such that should there be any of these disasters, okay, to the minimum level, you will not have any problem with your foundation. Are you with me? And then also should the building settle down maybe after 6 months, 1 year, or 3 years. Once it settled down, it will not have any adverse effect on the structure. You understand? So mesh and ground beams are important. Very, very important. Someone will say, I will not invest into this. But you see, what will you gain? I want you to do the algorithm that you finish your house without doing this. You finish it, do your painting, bought your expensive, couches or sofa, and then do everything. And then all of a sudden there's a crack. That requires that you have to remove all the tiling that you have done, and then the painting works and all of that. You have to remove everything and redo. Which one is more expensive? Now I want you to tell me which one is more expensive. So don't compromise on quality. You understand? Don't compromise on quality. A lot of you do that. Oh, the estimate is high. No, you have to do a critical analysis as to where is it expensive. Mostly our foundations are very intense. As you can see, they are very intense. Superstructures are not expensive. Superstructure is just the block work and the iron rods, and that's all. And then cement for casting the pillars and that of the lintel. That's all. You don't have to do that much. But when it comes to the foundation, that is the base for everything. In fact, in every institution, whether it is marriage or you're setting up a company or a factory, whatever the situation may be, the foundation is a key. Okay, in every situation. So lay a good foundation for your children's children, even for yourself. You understand? So avoid, cheap masons that give you cheap estimate. Go the right way. You don't have to, put all your eggs in one basket. Are you with me? It is not by force that you have to finish your house in 3 months. No, you can give yourself a year. Okay? Yes, make sure that the foundation is solid, and then come back, continue the superstructure, and go ahead. Or even get an estimate from me, and then have an idea of how much it's going to cost you to build your house. In that way, you can prepare yourself towards it. And once the money is ready, you just hit the ground running. You understand? So these are some of the key facts that I'm going to give you, or tips that will help you, to be able to be successful when putting up your dream house. So all the mesh done, including the ground beams, the carpenter has placed a board along the peripheral, so you can see the boards. Okay, he's giving us the gauge. We call them a fascial board. Those are called fascial board. Others will say oversight fascial board. Okay, and that fascial board gives you the gauge for the concrete. You understand? It's not just there for fashion. No, it is there, one, to prevent the concrete from pouring out. Two, it set the gauge for the entire concrete cut, which is 6 inches, and the gauge for the concrete thickness is 6 inches. So the board you see there, the masons are going to cast the concrete to that level of the board. They will not exceed that. You understand? They will never exceed that. Areas where the board overlaps, they will put a nail there, and the nail will give you the gauge. You understand? This is what we call oversight fascia. Okay, the oversight fascial boarding, and you will need a board for this one. Okay, even though you've bought a board for the footing pillars, that probably might have been chopped into pieces. Okay, those pillars that were cast earlier on in the footings. So now you need a fresh board to do all these oversight fascia. Are you with me? Yes. And the gauge has been set. You have to pull the rope to get the gradient and make sure all of them are linear. If not, there's going to be bumps here and there. You understand? Areas where there are terrace, like the kitchen porch, okay, or a bathroom or whatsoever, there's a step down. Okay, especially with the main entrance, there's a step down, so that when it rains, water cannot gush straight into your room. There's a step down. If there's a back porch, there should be a step down in the oversight concrete cast. You understand? So all these are necessary. Pipes, all of them should be pressure pipes. Pressure pipe. Okay, they have pipe 0. We have type 0. Type 0 is not a pressure pipe. It can crack at any time. And as you already know, the building goes through a lot of phases, you understand, from when it started to when it get finished. So there's a lot of adverse pressure on it. The sunlight, the pressure from artisans and here and there. Okay, all these will affect the pipe. And so you need a pressure pipe to withstand all these pressures before the house is completed. If you buy a type 0 pipe, before the house even get completed, there's a crack. And so before you say jack, already again you are doing maintenance. You understand? So here we are. Everything is set and concrete casting is taking place. Okay, it is very, very important. You have the right type of sand. Mostly some of these sand, they've gotten a lot of all these sands. So the one that are coming now has got clay in them. So if you're not careful with the proper mixture, you will do an overside casting and then you experience some crack in them. Don't be alarmed. It's okay. There's no big deal at all. You understand? When you see a crack in your overside concrete, it is not a big deal. Another factor is that probably when they finish the casting, the next day they did not pour water for the curing state. So it is always important that once you finish a concrete casting, early morning the next day they have to pour water intensively on it, because that is the curing state. It starts curing within up to 20, 22 or 28 days. You understand? 28 days is a curing stage. And during that time, the cement, the sand are going through a lot of phases and heat is taking place. And so once it is starving for water, then it will start cracking. So keep pouring water first day, second day, third day, fourth day, even up to 1 week time. Keep pouring water and then you relax. You understand? And that also can prevent the cracks in your overside casting. You agree with me? Another form that causes crack is probably if the laterite filling was not done properly. And so by the time they did the overside, that was the time the laterite settled down properly. So it will sink in. You understand? And that also causes crack in the overside. All right. So I hope you've learned something today. Now you can see that the overside fascial board is flashing with the overside concrete cast. You understand? Everything is leveled neatly. Are you with me? So if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. My name is Mr. Bright, okay, the only Mr. Bright from Bright and Clara's channel. Okay, my name is Bright, my wife's name is Clara, and together we have the Bright and Clara's channel. I'll be coming your way with episode 10 and you will see the superstructure formation. Are you with me? Yes. If you need my services, please do not hesitate to reach out to me via the numbers you see on the screen. Okay, you WhatsApp call me or you text me. If you call me on a number, it will not come through because I live here in Dubai. Are you with me? So better WhatsApp call me. From me to you, shalom. God bless you. Bye bye.